Today I'm going to show you how to do a FURAZONE sweat. You're going to need a few things before you start. First is a roll of cotton. You can either use paper towel or you can use sheet cotton. A 12-inch no bow for the front, 10 to 12 inch depending on your horse. And if you're doing the hind, 12 to 14 inch, again depending on the horse. You also need a standing bandage. You need a roll of saran wrap. You need FURAZONE, gloves, and electrical tape. And if you're going to do a DMSO FURAZONE sweat, you'll need a can of liquid or gel DMSO. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is put on your gloves. So you're going to need a generous amount of FURAZONE. I apply it with the hair and rub it in. Make sure you get the whole joint capsule. You can also go up to the knee. And to do this, you just do what I'm doing now, except you cover the knee as well. And then when you apply the paper, you just put the paper on the knee first, and then put your bandage on, and that'll hold it up, and then you'll put your plastic on, and that'll keep it. So, now that the FURAZONE is on his leg, I'm going to remove my glove. Now, if you were doing a DMSO sweat, now would be the time you would add DMSO. Or if you have a can that you can mix the two in, you could pre-mix it and make your job a little bit easier right now. Now you're going to take your cotton, starting on the inside, go across the shin first. I'm using paper towel, but if you're using cotton, that's actually better. You're going to take your no bow and put it on the inside of the cannon bone and come forward across, keeping consistent pressure. Then you're going to take your bandage, and I start it a couple fingers down from the top. Again, I keep consistent pressure. Overlapping about half. And you can judge that depending on the bandage and how much you have left in your hand. You'll get a feel for it the more you do it. Then you take your roll of saran wrap or cling wrap. Again, start on the inside. Now, if you were doing the knee, you'd come up higher. And when you break the cling wrap, never pull it. Always break it with your fingers. If you pull it, you could shift everything in your bandage. You could put undue pressure on your horse's tendons and ligaments. Then you take your electrical tape, and I usually put one strand of it right over where the Velcro goes. Make sure you do this loose. There should not be any pressure on this, because that would cause pressure high on your horse's tendons, and you could unknowingly bow them. So if you're not confident that it's loose, don't be afraid to pull it all off and do it again until you feel that you have it done right. Now, as the last thing that I do, I put my hands over the shin and pull back. This just takes any extra pressure that might be on their tendon off. Now you have your finished product, your FURAZONE sweat bandage. As another thing you can do, if you have a horse that you think is going to play with the bandages and might want to pull it off or chew on it, you can also get cayenne pepper out of the spice section of your grocery store and make a paste out of it with water. Again, using a glove, rub it on the top of the bandage, down here, all in the back, and that way they'll leave it alone.